I don't need it. I don't need a Nintendo Switch, and I'm going to tell you why, family. I have been playing Nintendo since I was a young boy. I remember getting a Nintendo and playing Mario, and I remember playing Duck Hunt. I also remember when Super Nintendo came out. I remember playing Street Fighter on Super Nintendo, all the different games. I had a Wii. I loved the Wii console. And I had a Game Boy. I had the regular Game Boy that just was black and white. And of course, I had the Game Boy that came out with the color. And I also have a niece who has a Nintendo Switch. And she left it over here and I played with it for a little while. And, every time she came over, she had it here and I just, played with it for a little while. I kind of liked it. Why I will not be getting a Nintendo Switch 2. First off, the price is almost, I think it's $4.59. So if you add tax, if you add, the other things that go along with it, the Nintendo Switch itself is going to be $500. Now, I'm reading articles about the Nintendo Switch. They're saying that you also have to purchase if you want to, like with PlayStation has you can share it on YouTube or you can share it with your friends. They're saying with the Nintendo Switch 2 that you will have to buy a series of extra devices in order to stream, in order to share with your friend. And believe it or not, family, believe it or not, this new game called Mario Kart, I believe it's called Mario World, is almost $80. I think it's $80 to download it, and I think it's $90 for a physical copy, $90 plus tax. I just don't understand why Nintendo is charging so much. And so I did a little more research on what kind of video games that they have out that people like. And they're saying that if you have a Switch 1, if you want to transfer your games over to Switch 2, you only can do that digitally. Now, they have good games, like I say, like Mario World, Donkey Kong Bonanza. I think Zelda is a pretty good game that everybody likes. But man, is the juice worth the squeeze? And I just wanted to ask y'all out there, a lot of people who are Nintendo fanatics. Again, I love Nintendo. They did a great job with the Wii. They did a great job with the Nintendo Switch 1. But if you look at the picture, if you notice the Nintendo 2 Switch, the actual thumbs, like those little buttons to turn and to go left, go up and down, they're very small. And I'm wondering why they made them so small like that. And you also have to buy a subscription in order to download games. So let me get this straight. You got to pay $80, $90 for a game. You got to pay to download the game. And if you want extra memory, you got to pay for that. And oh, if you want to stream on YouTube, that's going to be extra money. So what say all you in the DBZ Nation stratosphere out there? Do you think the Nintendo 2 Switch is just a money grab? And is it worth the money? I don't know. I've heard there are some people who already have this on pre-order and they can't wait to get it. You got those people in the Nintendo world, like they don't care how much they're being taken advantage of because they love Nintendo. They're going to defend Nintendo no matter what. But, I'm just wondering, what I'm saying, am I the only person that feel this way? So $500 for a Nintendo Switch, $80, $90 for a game. Is it worth it? I don't know. Now, honestly, me personally, I would not be buying the Nintendo Switch. I was thinking about getting my daughter one as a Christmas gift, buying it, just putting it up for Christmas. But like I said, and we can't blame this on inflation. You can't blame this on the tariffs because the tariffs have nothing to do with the price right now of the Nintendo Switch 2. Me personally, I think it's very, very overpriced. And I think Nintendo is using the situation of the tariffs to justify charging their customers, their loyal customers, over $500 just for the Nintendo Switch 2. So what say you in the comments section? Will you be buying the Nintendo Switch 2? Is it too overpriced? Or is any game worth $80, especially a small console game? Is it worth $90 for a game? And are they charging too much for Mario Kart, Mario World? So y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I would love to know what you think. All right, y'all, peace.